Hey riders, welcome back to the channel. I'm Colin and this is Inside Cycling World, where we talk about all things inside cycling. So hey guys, this is my 8th winter riding inside right now. I started out on Zwift in 2017. Rode there for 3.5 years. At that point, I wanted to try something new, so I found myself riding on Newbie and loved it. Spent 3.5 years there as well, dedicated to that platform. And the last few months, I've been doing a little bit of exploring on My Whoosh and Training Peaks Virtual. Love all of the platforms. They've all got a ton of stuff to offer. So pick the one that you like, and at least you're riding a bike, folks. Love doing race commentary and exploring myself. Okay, folks, this is something new on the channel here. Today's topic is how to stay cool and hydrated during indoor cycling rides. It's kind of geared towards people starting out, but hopefully you can all get something out of this and improve on your riding. Okay, riders. So if you've ever found yourself completely drenched in sweat, where you just feel like afterwards you need to throw your cycling gear in the garbage, I've got some tips here for you that might help you stay a little bit cooler and hydrated on your rides. Okay, riders, let's jump straight into this. Number one thing for me, airflow, baby. Talking about airflow, it's your absolute best friend. Unlike riding outdoors, there's no wind inside to cool you down, so you gotta make your own wind indoors. What you need to do is invest in fans. I'm not talking just one fan, that you picked up from grandma. It's that white one that rotates back and forward with the blue buttons. You need like max fans. You could be running 3 fans at a minimum. One directly in front of you, one that can get right into your face, and even one pumping air from behind. Try to expose your body to as much air as possible. Here's my number one question for you. If you don't have a fan, long pause. Let's just take a pause right there. Seriously, why wouldn't you have a fan? You need a fan to stay cool. If you don't have a fan, you better have some great AC pumping on you, or a window open that can really get some good outside air in on you. In the 10x10 cube of destruction and sorrow, where I do all my training, my must-have by now, can't live without fan, is the Vac-Master. Bought one last year. The ultimate fan. It's got a remote control on it. You can control the air as needed. Did you know that a lot of rock bands actually use something similar, or perhaps even a Vac-Master? They're called air movers, and man, do they ever move a lot of air. Let's go, riders. Okay, riders, so you got the fans. Using of the fans, check. Next, riders, let's talk about hydration. Okay, so you're riding inside. Even though you got those fans pumping out hurricane gale force winds, it's going to be hotter inside. Trust me. You're going to be sweating like a beast. With that sweat, you're going to see piles of fluid on the floor. What's in that sweat? Sodium, potassium, magnesium, important electrolytes that your body needs to, achieve maximum performance and even recovery after the fact. For me, 1 hour ride, I go in with 1 bottle of plain water. I also go in with 1 bottle of electrolytes. My go-to these days, go on Amazon, I just pick up Pedialyte. There's a Pedialyte Frostberry, I think it's called, electrolyte, 650 milligrams of sodium in each packet. So it's a nice chunk of sodium. You need to replace that stuff. As you keep going deeper into your workouts, you're going to continue to sweat, more sweat. You're going to continue to lose sodium the whole way, and it needs to be replaced. Careful note here too, riders, is too much water can be a bad thing. Now, it's a hard word for me to say, but this condition, by consuming too much plain water, is called hyponatremia. This is where you consume so much plain water that you can actually dilute your blood sodium levels. And riders, I'm trying to keep this really light here, that's just my style, but this condition, hyponatremia, is no joke. People have died from this in the past. There's a very famous case where there was a contest at a radio station years ago when the Nintendo Wii came out. They had a water drinking contest. The lady that won the contest went home and died. And the cause of death was water intoxication. It's where you get so much water into your bloodstream, the sodium balance between the blood and the cells is off, and the water decides, hey, I'm going into these blood cells. and they actually damage all the blood cells, and you can potentially die from that condition. Remember, folks, maintaining proper electrolyte balance makes those massive quads fire efficiently and will keep your energy level sustained in the long run. Remember, every part of your body thrives when properly hydrated. So crucial to every ride. Also note, recovery after rides will greatly improve when you're properly hydrated and your electrolytes are in check. Proper hydration also helps with sore muscles too. So this is huge to prepare you for your next apocalyptic ride. Don't be that guy walking around with a headache for days on end. That's me. Get some sodium back in the system. After a ride, I generally pump another full bottle of electrolytes into me, get some sodium back into me, and it gets me right back in check, folks. Okay, moving on to section 3. Fans are good. Hydration, perfecto. Let's talk about, a little bit more comfort on the bike. This stuff works all in conjunction with what you're already doing. You're trying to stay cool. The longer you ride inside, you're just going to be like soaking up the heat. First thing I consider is towels. I do not start a bike ride without towels. The towels are meant to provide a little bit of comfort to yourself and also actually to protect your equipment. So I drape a towel right over my handlebars and down the top tube of the bike, the part that goes between your legs. What that does, that covers up all the brake levers, covers up your gears, and the top tube of your bike, so there's not just sweat pouring down on your bike. You'll actually be dripping sweat, like even back onto your chain rings at the front. So if you can keep the towel going further back, even better. So I have that towel set up there, and I can pick it up quickly, give the face a quick wipe, get the sweat out of my eyes so it's not blinding me. I also find too that the towels are great just for allowing a bit more padding on the handlebar. I mean, I've got brand new handlebar tape. It never seems to be enough because you're putting so much pressure on your handlebars inside all the time. So you got those towels here to help you out to get the sweat away from your body. Next thing too, quality cycling gear. You're going to need a jersey. You're going to need cycling shorts. Maybe you like to wear bib shorts. Those are the shorts that have the suspenders. They help hold them up better. I'm a bib shorts kind of guy. I do not wear cycling shorts. To me, it feels like wearing a diaper. Just saying, folks. So whatever your preference is, if you like shorts, if you like bib shorts, I just call them bibs. People look at me, what do you mean by bibs? Bibs. You look like you're going wrestling. Those kinds of things. And you also need good socks. I never thought I'd come to the day where I'm like, oh man, these are nice socks. But yeah, cycling socks are primo. They're not cheap either. Prepare to spend $15, $20, $30 a pair on a pair of cycling socks. All of these fabrics in this clothing is designed to help pull the sweat away from your body to keep you cooler in the long run. Remember, folks, inside, it's all about trying to stay cool so you can, achieve maximum performance. As you get hotter, your performance is going to just keep going down. Anyways, riders, going to cut it short here. Thanks for joining me. I'm Colin. This is Inside Cycling World. We're going to see you again